This week, I have a story to tell about an English couple who visited Trinidad and Tobago and stayed for 6 weeks. Not in the best hotels, not in an all-inclusive resort, but in a small seaside guest house in a small fishing village in Tobago. Welcome to my channel, Doh Study It, Just Say It, where we decode Caribbean dialect one word at a time. Chapter 11, The Great Trinidad and Tobago Greeting Adventure. Please stay until the end, where we break down every greeting with meanings and how to respond. The moment they arrived, Miss Angela, the owner, a woman in her 70s, with an unexpected touch of old elegance, greeted them warmly with a, "All you're good?" Margaret looked at Peter. Neither answered. Finally, Peter said, "Well, yes, we are quite good, thank you." Miss Angela laughed and said, "I was just asking, how are you? I didn't mean to imply that all you might be bad people." Her home was airy and full of natural light and breeze. She showed them around, told them they were at home. They loved their room, the view, the ambience, the clean, white, crisp sheets, the balcony where they thought they would be spending a lot of time. That was the first day and the first greeting. "All you're good?" Every morning they walked through the village. Every morning they heard a completely different greeting. Peter was mesmerized. One man sweeping his yard called out, "Wapning!" Margaret asked, "Did something happen?" The man laughed and said, "Nah, man, I just asking how things." Peter said quietly, "That is another greeting." One morning over breakfast, Miss Angela walked over and calmly asked, "How are you making out?" Margaret blushed. Peter wiped his mouth. Miss Angela laughed her knowing laugh. "How are you managing? Everything to your liking?" Margaret whispered, "I thought you were asking about our love life." Miss Angela threw her hands in the air and walked away laughing. After that, Peter started a diary. How many ways to say hello and how are you in Trinidad and Tobago? At a pepper stall, an elderly vendor greeted them, "Where the scene?" Margaret looked around. "What scene?" The man laughed. "Your scene. What going on with you? How you enjoying the stay?" Margaret said to Peter, "You may need another diary long before this vacation is over." Most days, Peter walked around with his diary, asking for meanings. The villagers loved him for that. The only problem Peter had was that nobody gave him the same answer twice. One morning, Peter greeted a fisherman with, "Where the scene?" The fisherman replied with a long answer involving fish, the weather, politics, and somebody's goat. Later, back in their room, Peter said, "I thought I said hello." Margaret answered, "So did I." "Then why did I get a full documentary?" Margaret replied, "Check your diary. You need to be more careful with this dialect." Their biggest challenge came at the village rum shop. Not because of the rum, because of the greetings. Every person had a different version. How you keeping? How you going? What the word? How you getting on? Where you saying? Everything straight? Peter answered everyone the same way. "We good. Everything good. Good, good." From then on, Everyone greeted Peter. Morning, Peter. You're good? Peter didn't care. He was very good. By week 5, the greetings no longer felt strange. They felt warm. Every greeting carried an invitation, an acknowledgement, a tiny moment of connection. Back home, people often passed each other without speaking. Here, everybody seemed ready for conversation. One morning, Peter sat on a bench looking out to sea. An old man came by and stopped to say hello. "You're good?" he asked Peter. "A good, thanks. And you?" "Are blessed." The exchange only lasted a few seconds, but Peter found himself smiling long after the man had left. When their 6 weeks finally ended, everyone came out to say goodbye. As the taxi pulled away, Margaret smiled. "You know what we'll miss most? The food, the weather, Miss Angela, and the people and their amazing greetings." Yes, Margaret nodded. The people and their greetings. Now let's translate Peter's diary. "All you're good" means, "How are you both?" The response, "Yes, we good, thank you." "Wapning" means, "What's happening? What's going on?" The response, "Everything good, thanks." "How things" means, "How are you?" The response, "Everything good, thanks." "How are you making out?" means, "How are you managing?" The response, "Everything is good." Very seen means, "What's going on with you? How are you?" The response, "Everything's going good, thanks." How you keeping means, "Are you keeping well?" The response, "Very well, thank you." How you going means, "How are you?" The response, "Very well, thank you." What the word means, "What's going on?" The response, "Everything good." How you getting on means, "How are you getting along?" The response, "Getting along good, thanks." What you saying means, "How are you?" The response, "Everything good, thank you." Everything straight means, "Is everything okay? Under control?" The response, "Yes, thank you." You're good means, "How are you?" The response, "Very good, thank you." What was your favorite greeting? Drop it in the comments. Please like and share, subscribe and hit that bell. Many stories, more lessons, more Trinidad and Tobago dialect on the way. As you subscribe, I will keep adding to this stroll. Let's build a crowd on this beautiful island sea. All you're good?